Okay, now is the time to learn about the Mahasatipathana Sutta. To build meditation, to build meditation to mindfulness. Okay? By Satipatthana Sutta. What is the Satipatthana Sutta? I explain now. The word Satipatthana is the name for an approach to meditation aimed at establishing sati, okay, sati in the brain, or mindfulness. The term sati is related to the verb sarati, to remember. Sati is to remember. Remember in your mind. Or to keep in mind. It is sometimes translated as a non-volitive awareness, free from agendas, supplies present with a whatever arises. Okay? But the formula for Satipatthana doesn't support that translation. Non-volitive awareness is actually an aspect of equanimity, a quality fostered in the course of Satipatthana. The activity of Satipatthana, however, definitely has a motivating agenda, the desire for awakening, which is regarded not as a cause of suffering, but as a part of the path to its ending. The role of mindfulness is to keep the mind properly grounded in the present movement is the way that you will keep it on. Okay. The path to make an anagary awakening is like a mountain on the horizon. The destination to which you are driving a car. Mindfulness is what remembers to keep attention focused on the road to the mountain. Okay, see? Rather than letting it stay focused on glimpses of the mountain or get distracted by other paths leading away from the road. As a compound term, Satipatthana can be broken down into two ways. There are sati and patthana, foundation of mindfulness, or as Satipatthana, establishing of mindfulness. Scholar debate as to which is proper in presentation, but in which is the proper interpretation, but in practice. Both provide useful food for thought. Food but for thought. The first interpretation focuses on the objects of the meditation practice. The four core points that provide mindfulness with the foundation, or to use the more animatic English phrase adopted here, frame of reference. Altogether, there are four for the body in and of itself, feeling in the end of themselves, mind in and of itself, and mental qualities in and of themselves. The in and of itself here is crucial in the case of the body. For instance, means viewing the body on its own term rather than in terms of its function in the context of the world. Okay. Dropping any concern for how the body's beauty, alacrity, or strength fits into the world. The meditator simply stays with the direct experience of its breathing, its movements, its postures, its elementary properties, and its inevitable decay. Similar principle applies to the other frames of reference. Okay, the second interpretation of Satipatthana, Apatthana focuses on the process of the meditation practice, on how a frame of reference is established. This sutra gives 3 steps of this process applied to each frame of reference. The first step, as applied to the body, is this. The monk remains focused on the body and of itself, ardent, alert, and mindful, putting aside great and distress with reference to the world. Remaining focus refers to the element of concentration in the practice, as the meditator hold to one particular frame of reference. Okay? Amid the conflicting currents of the experience, alert, ardent, to the effort put into to the practice, and develop skillful, one senses their state, on the while trying to discern the difference between the two. Alert means being clearly aware of what is happening in the present mindful. As mentioned above, means being able to keep the frame of the reference continuously in mind. As these qualities work together, they bring the mind to a solid state of concentration. Although Satipatthana practice is often said to be separate from the practice of jhana, a number of sutras such as MN 125 equate the successful completion of this first stage with the attainment of the first levels of jhana. This is point to confirmed by the many sutras. Okay. Among them, there's scripting how the practice of Satipatthana brings to completion. The factors for awakening, which coincide with the factor of jhana. The second stage of Satipatthana practice is this. One remains focused to the phenomenon of origination with regard to the body, on the phenomenon of passing away with regard to the body, or on the phenomenon of origination and passing away with regard to the body. The phenomenon of original and passing away cover events that directly or indirectly relate to one's chosen frame of reference. Directly means change the frame of reference itself. For instance, when focuses on the body, one may notice as arising and passing away of breathing, sensation within it. Indirectly, here means even since any of the other this frame of reference as they relate to the body. For example, one might notice the arising and passing away of feeling of pleasure or mental states of irritation in connection to events in the body. Or one might notice lapses of mindfulness in one's focus on the body. Okay. In this case, if the original and passing away is of natural events such as the second one is directed simply to be aware of them as events and to let them follow their natural course so as to see what factors accompany them and lead to their comings and goings. However, when skillful or unskillful mental quality, such as the factor for awakening or the hindrances, pathway, okay, One is occurrence to foster the factor that strengthen jhana and eliminate the factor that's weakened it. This means activity getting and amazing and skillful ones. One touch develop inside in the process of origination and passing away by taking an active and sensitive role in the process. Just as you learn about eggs by trying to cook with them. Gathering experience from joy, success, and failures in attempt. You carry through difficult decisions. As the process leads to stronger and more refined sense of concentration, it makes one sensitive to fact that crosses one's participation is the process of origination and passing away in the mind. Pressure the level of stress that refalls. This leads one's later to go up increasingly refined levels of participation as one is able to detect them, leading to the third and final step in Satipatthana practice. His mindfulness that there is a body, feeling, mind, mental quality is maintained simply to the extent of knowledge and recollection and remains independent and sustained by anything in the world. This corresponds to a mode of perception that the Buddha in terms in trying to emptiness. Thus, he regards it as empty of whatever is not there. Whatever remains, he discerns as present. There is this. Okay? This is the culminating equipoise where the part of the practice opens to the state of non-fashioning and from there to the fruit of awakening and release. At first, grants of four frame of reference for Satipatthana practice sound like four different meditation exercise, but MN 118 makes clear that they can all center on a single practice, keeping beat in mind. When mind is with the breath, or 4 frame of reference are right there. The difference lies simply in the subtlety of one's focus. Is like learning to play a piano. As you get more proficient as a playing, you also become sensitive in listening to even more subtle lives in the music. This allows you to play even more skillfully, in the same way as a meditator gets more skilled in staying with the breath. The practice of Satipatthana gives a greater sensitivity in a appearing way, even more subtle layers of participation in the present moment until nothing is left standing in the way of total release. I have heard that on one occasion, the Blessed One was staying in the Guru country. Now this is a town of the Gurus. Called Mahasatipathana. That's a blessed one. Addressed to monks, Lord the monk Buddha replied, the Blessed One said this is a direct part of the participation, purification of beings for the overcoming of sorrow, and alimentation for the disruptions of path, and distress for the attainment of the right method, and for the realization of unbinding. In other words, the 4 frame of reference which four Ariya Satsi. And then next time I like to explain about Ariya Satsi. Next time, okay?